What if I told you that every second of your day holds the secret to your future? That how you spend your time could reveal not only your deepest beliefs, but also shape your destiny? Time, that fleeting and irreplaceable force, isn't just a measure of hours and minutes, it's a mirror. A mirror reflecting your choices, your priorities, and the way you truly view the world. In the chaotic rush of life, it's easy to get lost, caught in distractions that pull us away from what truly matters. But what if the key to unlocking the success you crave lies not in working harder, but in spending your time with intention? Every decision you make, what you watch, who you spend time with, what you choose to learn or ignore, whispers a message to the universe about what you value. Time doesn't just pass, it molds your life, sculpting your habits, your growth, your success. But here's the question. Are you using it to build your dreams, or are you wasting it on things that won't last? Stay with me as we uncover the hidden power of time and how spending it wisely can catapult you towards success, because how you spend your time mirrors what you believe about your own potential. Let's dive in. Time is the most precious gift we are all given, regardless of our background, wealth, or status. Each one of us is granted the same 24 hours in a day, making time the universal equalizer. It does not discriminate or favor anyone based on their position in life. In this sense, time is both a great teacher and a silent observer of how we live. While we may have different circumstances or opportunities, how we choose to spend our time is what truly defines us. In spirituality, time is often seen as a flow that we must align ourselves with rather than something to control or chase after. Every moment is an opportunity to connect with our higher self, grow, and serve the world around us. The present moment is all we truly have, and by using our time consciously, we are able to cultivate awareness, peace, and purpose. The question that we all need to reflect on is, how are we spending our 24 hours? Are we investing our time in activities that bring us closer to our spiritual goals, or are we lost in distractions that take us away from our true path? By practicing mindfulness, we can shift our focus from the relentless pursuit of external goals to the nurturing of our inner growth. Time spent in self-reflection, prayer, meditation, and service to others is time invested in building a life that aligns with our spiritual values. When we become aware of how precious time is, we begin to see it as an instrument for enlightenment, not just a countdown to future achievements. In every moment, we have the opportunity to align ourselves with the present, deepen our connection with the divine, and make the most of the time we have. The power of intentional time management is rooted in the understanding that time is not simply a commodity to be controlled or scheduled, but a sacred resource that flows through our lives. In spirituality, time is seen as a gift, an opportunity for growth and transformation. How we manage our time reflects the priorities of our heart and mind. Time management is not just about filling every hour with tasks and activities, it's about aligning our actions with our deeper values and purpose. When we are intentional about how we spend our time, we begin to live more consciously. Every moment becomes an opportunity to grow spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. This intentionality invites us to step away from the distractions that pull us away from what truly matters and focus on what nurtures our soul. By choosing to spend time in practices such as meditation, prayer, self-reflection, and acts of kindness, we align ourselves with higher consciousness and spiritual development. It's in these moments of purposeful action that we experience a deep sense of fulfillment. On the other hand, time spent without purpose, without clear intention, can easily slip away, leaving us feeling unfulfilled and disconnected. It's easy to fall into the trap of mindlessly scrolling through social media or staying busy with tasks that do not nourish our spirit. Spirituality teaches us that these distractions are often a way to avoid confronting deeper truths within ourselves. To truly honor time is to spend it in a way that brings us closer to our true nature, helping us grow into the highest version of ourselves. By prioritizing what matters and making intentional decisions, we can transform our lives. Every moment becomes an opportunity to deepen our connection with the divine, serve others, and live with purpose. Time, when used with intention, becomes a powerful tool for spiritual awakening. Self-improvement is not just a goal, but a spiritual journey, one that requires intentional time and dedication. The time we invest in personal growth is the ultimate investment, for it brings us closer to our true selves and enables us to experience profound freedom and fulfillment. In spirituality, self-improvement is seen as a sacred path that helps us align with our higher purpose and uncover the divine potential within us. Each moment dedicated to learning, healing, and evolving is a step towards liberation. True self-improvement is a continuous journey. It's not about reaching a final destination, but about the ongoing process of growth and transformation. Each small effort, whether it's cultivating mindfulness, deepening self-awareness, or learning a new skill, contributes to our overall spiritual and personal development. In this way, every action taken with purpose adds layers of wisdom and understanding, helping us to create a life that is in harmony with our higher consciousness. Just as a seed grows into a mighty tree over time, so too does the consistent effort we put into improving ourselves bear fruit in the form of wisdom, peace, and inner strength. Spirituality teaches us that growth is not about instant results, but about showing up each day with intention and discipline. Focusing on small daily actions, like practicing gratitude, learning new skills, or meditating, may seem insignificant in the moment, but these efforts compound over time. They build a foundation for long-term rewards, not just in material success, but in personal happiness, inner peace, and connection with the divine. Every choice we make to invest time in self-improvement reflects our commitment to living a life of purpose and meaning. Self-improvement through intentional time investment is a way to honor the gift of life itself. It brings us closer to realizing our highest potential and helps us contribute more fully to the world around us. Time, in its purest form, is both a teacher and a guide on the path of personal success. From a spiritual perspective, time is a powerful force that shapes our experiences, growth, and destiny. How we choose to spend our time can either propel us toward a life of fulfillment and purpose or keep us stuck in mediocrity. Every moment carries within it the potential for transformation, and it is within our power to decide how to use that gift. The more time we invest in ourselves, whether through self-reflection, learning, or developing our skills, the more control we gain over our future. Spirituality teaches us that personal success is not just about external achievements, but about inner alignment and growth. When we dedicate time to self-awareness, inner peace, and cultivating our unique gifts, we unlock the ability to shape our own destiny. It is through consistent and mindful actions that we build the life we desire, one rooted in intention and purpose. The more time we invest in aligning ourselves with our higher self, the more the universe supports us, providing opportunities and guidance. Building the discipline to manage time wisely is one of the most powerful spiritual practices we can engage in. By consciously choosing how to spend each moment, we honor the divine within us and take full responsibility for our life's direction. The energy we invest in our personal development creates a ripple effect that elevates every area of our existence. Time is not a limitless resource. It is a finite gift, and by using it with care and intention, we cultivate a life of greater quality, purpose, and fulfillment. Ultimately, how we manage our time determines the depth of success we experience both spiritually and materially. In the realm of spirituality, mastering time is seen as a deeper practice of mindfulness and alignment with one's true purpose. Too often we are drawn to the pursuit of perfection, believing that only by achieving flawless results will we find peace and success. However, spiritual wisdom teaches us that perfection is often an unattainable standard that can hinder our progress. It is not in the pursuit of perfection that we grow, but in the conscious, intentional use of time to create steady, incremental improvements. By focusing on mastering time, we begin to realize that our true power lies in the process, not in some distant ideal. Perfection can be a trap, leading us to procrastinate or become paralyzed by self-doubt. It is in our nature to want everything to be just right, but this mindset often prevents us from taking action at all. Spirituality invites us to embrace imperfection, recognizing that every step, no matter how small or seemingly flawed, is a part of the journey. When we focus on the mastery of time, we shift our attention from unattainable standards to consistent, meaningful progress. We learn to be present in each moment, understanding that every action, no matter how small, brings us closer to our higher self. True success is not about giant leaps or perfect outcomes, but about the steady, daily progress we make toward our goals. By managing our time intentionally, we create space for growth, learning, and transformation. Each day becomes an opportunity to take small, purposeful actions that align with our deeper values. Over time, these actions compound, leading to success and fulfillment. In spirituality, it is the discipline of using our time wisely, without being obsessed with perfection, that truly brings us closer to the life we are meant to live. In spiritual teachings, time is often regarded as one of the most sacred resources we possess. It is a currency, like money, that shapes our destiny. The way we choose to spend our time today has a direct impact on the life we will experience tomorrow. When we approach time with intentionality and mindfulness, we are making a conscious decision to invest in our future, to build a life of meaning, fulfillment, and growth. Just as money can be invested wisely to accumulate wealth, so too can time be invested in our personal, spiritual, and emotional development to create lasting success. Spirituality emphasizes that the key to prosperity, whether material or spiritual, lies in the decisions we make each day. Every action we take, no matter how small, is a deposit into the bank of our future. By being deliberate with our time choices, we ensure that we are sowing seeds that will eventually bear fruit. This may mean dedicating time to personal growth, nurturing relationships, learning new skills, or deepening our spiritual practices. When we invest our time with purpose, we create opportunities for transformation and progress that compound over time. Time is a precious resource, and like any investment, it requires patience and discipline. Immediate results may not always be visible, but over time, the consistent effort we put into using our time wisely will yield extraordinary results. Spiritual teachings remind us that we are the architects of our future. Every moment we spend nurturing our mind, body, and soul is an investment in the person we are becoming. By managing our time thoughtfully, we align ourselves with a higher purpose and create a foundation for lasting success, peace, and happiness in the future. In spiritual wisdom, time is viewed as one of the most precious and finite gifts we are given in this life. Unlike material possessions or money, once time is gone, it can never be regained. This profound reality reminds us that time is a resource far more valuable than anything we can accumulate in the physical world. While material wealth can be acquired and lost, time moves relentlessly forward, and the moments we allow to slip by are gone forever. Therefore, it is essential that we approach time with deep reverence, using it to nurture our inner being and create a life filled with lasting fulfillment. Material possessions, although desirable, are ultimately fleeting. They can provide temporary satisfaction, but true contentment and peace come from how we spend our time and the meaning we create in each moment. Spiritual teachings remind us that external wealth cannot fill the void within, but the wise use of time focused on inner growth and connection with the divine leads to enduring happiness. The real treasures of life, love, wisdom, peace, and spiritual alignment, cannot be bought or possessed. They are cultivated through the way we choose to spend our time. When we prioritize time over material pursuits, we shift our focus from the endless cycle of acquisition to a deeper sense of purpose. Instead of chasing after temporary satisfaction, we begin to invest our time in practices that bring true, lasting fulfillment, such as self-awareness, kindness, mindfulness, and spiritual connection. In doing so, we align with a greater truth that transcends materialism, that time, when spent with intention and purpose, leads to a life of deep inner peace, growth, and meaningful experiences that outlast any material possession. Time is intrinsically linked to personal growth. In the spiritual realm, it is understood that growth, whether spiritual, emotional, or intellectual, cannot occur without the passage of time. Time provides the space in which change can happen. Just as a seed needs time to grow into a tree, we too require time to evolve into the person we are meant to become. Without the conscious dedication of time to self-improvement, the process of transformation becomes impossible. Time is the medium through which growth happens, and each day presents a new opportunity to develop our mind, body, and spirit. In the spiritual journey, growth is not something that happens overnight. It requires consistent, focused effort over time to shift habits, change mindsets, and acquire new skills. The key to personal development is not in sporadic bursts of effort, but in dedicating time regularly to engage in practices that foster growth. Whether it's meditating to cultivate peace, reading to expand knowledge, or practicing mindfulness to change behaviors, each small investment of time compounds, building upon the previous efforts and leading to lasting transformation. Spiritual teachings emphasize the importance of time in the process of becoming the best version of ourselves. If we do not make time for personal development, we risk becoming stagnant, falling behind, and missing the opportunity to fully realize our potential. Life is a continuous journey, and if we do not dedicate time to growing and evolving, we remain stuck in old patterns, limiting our ability to experience the abundance of life. By valuing time as a sacred resource and using it wisely, we ensure that we are always moving forward, expanding our consciousness, and deepening our connection to our higher self. In the journey of personal and spiritual growth, time plays a pivotal role in overcoming obstacles and challenges. The teachings of Jack Ma, a self-made entrepreneur, highlight how strategic use of time can be a powerful tool for resilience and success. Spirituality reminds us that obstacles are not barriers to our growth, but rather opportunities to learn, evolve, and deepen our connection with the divine. How we use our time during difficult moments defines the trajectory of our personal development. Time, when spent wisely, allows us to process setbacks, learn from them, and gain the strength to keep moving forward. In times of adversity, it is easy to become discouraged or lose focus. However, spirituality teaches that every challenge is a chance to realign with our higher purpose. By dedicating time to reflection, self-improvement, and perseverance, we can transform obstacles into stepping stones on the path to success. Each setback, when approached with mindfulness, offers valuable lessons that contribute to our resilience and growth. The key to overcoming difficulties is not allowing time to slip away in despair or fear, but using it as a tool to build our inner strength. Instead of seeing time as a limitation during difficult times, we must view it as a gift that enables us to grow. The process of overcoming obstacles requires patience, persistence, and a commitment to using time intentionally to improve our mindset and skills. Spirituality teaches us that we have the power to navigate challenges with grace and wisdom, and with time as our ally, we can transform setbacks into moments of profound growth and transformation. In the digital age, the constant pull of distractions, social media, streaming platforms, and endless notifications has made time a precious commodity that is all too easy to waste. In spirituality, we are reminded that time is a sacred resource, one that we must handle with care and intention. Yet in today's fast-paced world, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of passive consumption. We can easily lose hours scrolling through social media or binge-watching shows, leaving little time for the things that truly nourish our mind, body, and spirit. The spiritual path emphasizes mindfulness, urging us to be fully present in every moment. How often, though, are we truly present when we are lost in a digital world of distractions? Social media, while offering connection, often pulls us away from meaningful personal growth. We spend countless hours consuming information, yet much of it is superficial and does not contribute to our deeper understanding or growth. Instead of using time to cultivate skills, wisdom, and self-awareness, we may find ourselves caught in the cycle of passive entertainment, which offers temporary gratification but no lasting fulfillment. Spiritual teachings call on us to take control of how we use our time. Instead of letting distractions take over, we are encouraged to be deliberate in our choices and to invest time in activities that align with our higher purpose. Whether it's reading spiritual texts, meditating, engaging in meaningful conversation, or learning new skills, each moment spent intentionally brings us closer to our true self. By taking control of our time, we not only break free from the grip of digital distractions, but we also unlock the potential for real, lasting growth and fulfillment. Time, when used wisely, is the key to success, both in the material world and on the spiritual path. And that's a wrap on today's video. I hope this message sparked a new perspective on how you approach your time and helped you realize just how much control you have over your future. Remember, time mirrors your belief. How you spend it reflects what you truly value and who you're becoming. Now, I want to hear from you. Take a moment and share in the comments. What's one way you plan to spend your time more wisely to align with your goals and beliefs? Let's get the conversation going. Your thoughts could inspire someone else to take action today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe for more content on how to live a life of purpose and success. Until next time, stay intentional with your time and keep building the life you deserve.